Everywhere you go around the globe, there's something new to discover, whether it's beautiful waterfalls and majestic natural wonders, or interesting lost cities and endearing monuments. Today, we're taking you on a tour of the 10 most beautiful places in the world. Number 10. Grand Canyon, USA. A steep, 1 mile deep and up to 18-mile wide valley formed over the last 5,000 years by the Colorado River. The Grand Canyon is the world's most visited natural attraction. Though you can only see a portion of its size from the highest vantage point, its geology and antiquity intrigue visitors. With some rocks at the bottom dating as far back as 1.8 billion years, the colorful strata serves as a visual time capsule. On the canyon's walls, there's a lot of life flourishing, and you'll see more if you climb the less traveled northern rim routes. The southern rim has some of the best views in the park, which draws a large percentage of tourists. Some of the most well-known viewpoints are the Yavapai Observation Station, Maricota's Lookout Studio, and Mother Point. Number 9. The Niagara Falls. 3 falls combine to form this beauty, which is located at the border between Canada and the United States. Those are the American Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. The first 2 are on the American side, while the Horseshoe is primarily on the Canadian side of the border. While visiting Niagara Falls, you can create a long list of activities to do. Of course, there are lovely and handy places to dine, drink, play, and relax. The magnificent Skylon Tower is probably the most picturesque place to see the falls from above. It is unquestionably less expensive than a helicopter trip. You may also visit the Niagara Park's botanical gardens if you want to avoid the crowd. Number 8. Ia, Santorini, Greece. The village of Ia, perched on a cliff overlooking the Pelia volcano near Kameni and the island of Terasia, is the most popular and possibly the most picturesque on the Greek island of Santorini. With its traditional stone houses along tiny alleys and stunning blue-domed churches as well as sun-drenched open spaces, Ia, located 11 kilometers from Fira in the northern part of the island, will captivate you. Ia is less busy than Fira and has more taverns, souvenir shops and cafes than the latter. Most visitors take in the area's beautiful scenery by strolling along its narrow streets. Visit Amodi, the hamlet's quaint port, and walk down the cliff's 300 steps to discover the art galleries filled with the creations of the numerous artists who have found inspiration in the town and decided to make it their permanent home. Ia, on the Greek island of Santorini, is often regarded as one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Number 7. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is an archaeological settlement perched high in the Andes Mountains, surrounded by gauzy cloud wisps. The mystical quality of the air is enhanced by the high altitude and surrounding background of the Andean foothills' vegetation-covered slopes. Machu Picchu is situated in southern Peru, high above the Urubamba, commonly referred to as the Sacred Valley. According to archaeologists, Machu Picchu was built in the mid-1400s under the supervision of Pachacuti Inca Yupanqui, the Inca's 9th monarch. The city was constructed as a fortress by the Inca monarchy and occupied for over a century before being abandoned after the Spanish invasion in the 16th century. It is encircled by finely built stone walls and has several palaces, houses, and stone temples, notably the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Three Windows. Cusco, the nearest contemporary city, is 50 miles southeast. Number 6. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. One of the greatest spots to look up is this Andes high point in southwest Bolivia, the world's biggest salt flat at 486 square miles. Years ago, this lake dried up, leaving behind a huge desert spanning 11,000 square kilometers. Make your way to the center of Incahuasi Island if you want to see the true splendor of the area. It is also renowned as the world's largest natural mirror. There isn't much of a population in the region, however, the large number of bird species seen here will undoubtedly surprise you. The salt crust in this place is between 7 and 56 feet thick, and the area's salt is high in lithium. Number 5. Yucatan, Mexico. PICCHU cenote is one of nature's most magnificent wonders, and it is located in the Yucatan Peninsula. The water is located 26 meters below the surface of the ground, and the straight high walls give the impression of a sinkhole to the visitor. Spend the day swimming in the crystal clear blue waters of the cenote, which is surrounded by tiny waterfalls and vines that provide a beautiful backdrop. Because of the panoramic view of the sky above and the light peeking through the trees, there is an undeniable charm to this location. Number 4. Yellowstone National Park, USA. Yellowstone is the world's oldest national park with 3,500 square miles of wild, untamed beauty set aside for human enjoyment as well as its own protection. Vast alpine rivers, a simmering volcano exhibiting its strength in erupting geysers and hot springs, deep canyons, dense old forests, snow-covered mountaintops, beautiful panoramas, and superb trails abound in this recreation region that spans multiple states from Wyoming to Idaho and Montana. And within all that beauty, there's an entire world. Bears, elk, wolves, bison and antelopes, all those who call Yellowstone home. The park is much more than a nice place to visit. It is a valuable national treasure. Number 3. Provence, France. Nothing better fits the description of Provence than the vast stretches of the finest and most fragrant lavender fields in Valençon. A large number of distilleries can be found in this area, which use the aromatic fields to make oils and soap bars, as well as lotions and lotion dispensers. See for yourself how these violet vistas, together with golden wheat and sunflower meadows and deep blue lakes, adorn the countryside every summer as they appear in clusters over the terrain. This hamlet is really lovely with its pastel homes, stone cottages, and old farmhouses along the streets. Number 2. Scenic spots, Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. Croatian National Park Plitvice Lakes has 16 lakes connected by waterfalls and natural or man-made bridges, as well as 300 square kilometers of wild beauty where bears, wolves, and boars live together with a wide variety of birds. When you look at the mountain from the top at 1,280 meters to the bottom's 280, you'll see an endless number of small and huge waterfalls that continually spray and fog the air around you, creating a surreal environment. Visitors can travel between Lake Kosjak's higher and lower reaches by boat, while a network of wooden and natural roads and hiking trails can be found around the lake. There is nothing like the lakes in the fall or winter to reflect the delicate frozen branches of the surrounding trees. Number 1. Cappadocia, Turkey. As an example of how strange and beautiful nature can be at the same time, Cappadocia is a must-see destination. It transports you to another universe with its fairy tale-like landscape, rocks and hills. Humans who formerly lived in this area were able to build subterranean dwellings out of the soft stone, leaving behind a slew of strange architectural wonders. There are numerous colorful hot air balloons floating above the lunar landscape, which add even more to its majesty. Visiting the Gourmet Open Air Museum with its rock-cut chapels and the Kaymaklı Underground Waterland are two of the best things to do in Cappadocia. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, then give it a thumbs up and ring that notification bell button for our latest super rich daily updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.